Nature has always been a source of inspiration for humanity, acting as a cradle that supports all life on Earth, from the most basic to the most complex. The natural world is, for the first time in history, under threat from the activities of a single species, humanity. This video will cover the positive and negative impacts humanity has had on nature, as well as cover non-political themes associated with nature, such as beauty and recreation. My first picture is called Nature and Beauty, since it captures the vastness of nature and the insignificance of humanity in comparison to it. As one of the more non-political pictures, it captures nature through the lens of beauty and recreation. While it is important to use art to convey civic activism, it is also equally important to enjoy the aesthetic beauty that nature and art by extension provides us. Transitioning into the more political aspect of my vision, my next picture is nature and the ecosystem. Notice how all the organisms are rooted on our small planet. As the animals are dependent on the planet is dependent on the balance of the elements that compose it. This picture shows how life is dependent on the basic forces of nature, the elements, and shows how fragile the natural world is, despite the arrogance of our modern civilization. My next picture, Nature and Eternity, covers the processes of creation, maintenance, and destruction in nature. In addition, the concept of natural selection is also connected with life and death, through the ways that parasitic flora bring down trees in order to compete for sunlight. Even though the trees are destroyed, nature maintains balance through birth, with the rise of new seedlings. Following nature and eternity, my next vision treads into darker themes, with the concept of destruction and degradation nature faces, either due to the natural forces seen through the forest fires in one half of the tree, or through human activity seen through the nuclear waste behind the skeleton. The skeleton represents the fate life, specifically humanity, will face if the current trend of destruction continues. Finally, the green side represents how nature should ideally be, a force unaltered by human manipulation, a force in purity. My final picture, Nature and Humanity, extends the theme of my last picture but covers the value of nature from the human perspective. The man shown in the picture is composed of the natural elements, fire as the throat, earth as the body, water as the mouth, sunlight as the intellect, air as the nose, and finally vegetation as the hair. By showing the human being as a product of the elements from the natural world, I intend to show how dependent we are on nature for our simplest needs. Without nature, we are not complete.